make this a car chats with Jenna. So I just dropped Navy off, and trust me, I know that my vlogs are so chaotic, and it's because it is. And the days that I choose to film are the days that it is just so crazy. And I am now on my way to drop my mom's eggs off because she forgot her breakfast. I have to go where she works anyways, like in that area, because I have to go to the post office so I can create an address for our property. And that is like a whole thing. Like, you would think that when they parceled it off and they sold it originally, and it's on Realtor and Zillow, you know what I mean, that you would be in the system where it's an actual address, if that makes sense. So it's not an actual address, because I tried to change my address for everything to the property, said it didn't exist. So then I went to USPS's website and I went to go like change it and do everything, and it said that it didn't exist. And I'm just like, okay, awesome, great, you know, that stinks. And I tried to change it, said it didn't exist, so I have to go in. But before I go to the post office, I have to go to my dad's work because my key fob for my van freaking stopped working, because my key fob for my van says that it has a low battery, which is just great. And it says that it left the van, and as you see, it's right here. So I'm scared to turn off my van because, again, I don't know if it's gonna turn back on with this key fob, and that's not good, because I have Xavier with me, Savannah Maverick are at school, Zach is at his job that's 2 hours away, and we're very irresponsible. This is our only key fob. I mean, I know, trust me, not smart at all that we only have one key fob for our van. We definitely need to get another one, and that just hasn't been at the top of the priority list. He's going to get me a new key fob battery, which is going to be greatly appreciated. So my van actually turns on when I'm running these errands. And then I need to go to the internet provider and turn in our boxes, which I have from our house over there, because now that everything went through good with the inspection, we have appraisal tomorrow, and that's good. So the appraisal for the house is tomorrow. We canceled the internet. There's really not much else to do. When we close, I just have to call all of the utilities and close out everything. I'm so excited to not have a water bill anymore. It's gonna be amazing, awesome, so thrilling, because our water bill has been so crazy, because like the village that we live in is in the city. What happens is the village buys the water from the city, and then they do an upcharge. So when we lived like in the city limits, it was maybe like $50, and that's sewer and water and trash too, by the way. So I think it was maybe $60 max. And since we moved into this house 5 years ago, we had to have our own trash service, which is $115 every 3 months. We have to pay, well, water and sewer is together. So water and sewer has been like $160 a month. I know, crazy. So, I mean, that's like a huge increase in your utilities when you go from, you know, $60 for everything to then it being $100 and, sorry, the sun is so bad, that intersection, I have to like do a double check. When you go from 60 to then, you know, 115 every 3 months, and then $160 a month for the water. It's crazy. Are you laughing at me? I'm just trying to get it all done today, because then tonight we have to go to Lowe's. We have more stuff to do at the property. I mean, it's just never ending, which is fine. Like, we knew what we were signing up for when we did all of this, and so it's perfectly okay that it is a lot. I mean, that's what we asked for, that's what we want, and that's what we're excited for. Yesterday, I mowed some of the property, and it took a while, but I loved it. It was so much fun on the zero turn. Oh my gosh, I had a freaking blast mowing. It was so fun. I just loved it so much. It was a great time. I truly enjoyed it, which might sound weird, but I like mowing. Over the weekend, we got our bathroom vanity for our pole barn bathroom. Okay, so this vanity was on clearance. It was $183. We have to have this. It was at Lowe's the last time, and I loved it. And it fits everything perfectly, and I'm like, Zach, we have to get this while it's on sale. And so we saved $100, which is awesome. Every dollar helps. And so there we go. That is our vanity we picked up over the weekend. So these white towels that I just folded, I actually got those at Kohl's this weekend. I had jean shorts that I had bought from Kohl's, but they just felt really cheap and I had ordered them online and they didn't fit good. So I returned them, but I had like Kohl's cash with them and stuff. So I only paid like $5 for the 2 pair. But I went and I returned them, and so I got $55 in Kohl's cash because I returned them. I wasn't really anticipating having that much money back, and you know, it's only good for, you know, starting then for 30 days, and I was like, you know what, it's gonna be so busy, I might as well just get what I need now. I bought towels for the camper. I bought I think 2 or 3 hand towels, 6 washcloths, and 6 big towels from Kohl's. They are the Big One brand, and I washed them, folded them, and now I'm gonna put them in like a locked container to put them in the camper. So everything is good and ready for the camper. The camper is good to go. I am so excited for the rentals. We will be moving that. We still haven't moved it yet. We've been so busy, and Zach got his oil changed in the truck, and that had to be done before we could do anything, and you know, we had to get all of that done so then it's like safe for him to drive that and then also drive it back and forth to work, because he's been putting a lot of miles on it since where he works is so far away. But yeah, I got those towels from Kohl's. Maverick should be home any minute now. I've got cookies in the oven. Of course, had to make some more cookies. Oh, it's such a beautiful day outside. I can't wait to go out to the property. But apparently one of our windows, the back window for the other side, is broken. So I don't know if it came broken or if it broke, and we're gonna have to buy a new one. So that stinks. And I hope that if they can get us a new window, I mean, not can, they will get us a new window, but when they get us a new window, I'm really hoping it's going to be soon, so then, you know, we can finish everything, because we are pouring concrete this weekend. In 6 days, concrete will be poured, and oh, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so awesome seeing that concrete. The air conditioner on full blast because we just got done playing. It's about 76 degrees outside. That's what my thing says on my van anyways. But I am leaving the property. We played, I let the kids play on the play set for a bit just because they just needed a little bit of energy out. I didn't feel like going to a park by myself with all the kids, so I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead, let's come out to the property, let's play. And now I'm headed home to my parents' house so I can get Xavier and Navy a small nap, because we have a busy evening ahead of us with running around, and I want to make sure that they are all well rested. And then I need to get dinner prepped. I promised Savannah I would make mashed potatoes. I promised Savannah I would make her mashed potatoes. She loves my homemade mashed potatoes, and I haven't made them in a couple weeks. So I promised her I would make them last night, but I totally forgot. So I'm going to make them tonight. And then Zach said he actually wants nachos, so I'm going to make nachos. Tomorrow's probably going to be like spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, what I wanted to say was when I left, the health department inspector came to inspect the plumbing that is done. So hopefully that gets passed. He seems really nice and really chill, so I think it's going to be fine. I mean, they worked really hard on it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to hearing the results of the inspection, and then that's one step closer. So tomorrow, Zach said he's got 4 truckload deliveries coming of stone, because they're going to be pouring concrete this weekend, and then he's going to be prepping and doing everything for that Friday. So then when the concrete comes Saturday morning, I think he said they're starting at like 7 a.m. for concrete. That sounds about right. It's a 10 by 10, 2 10 by 10s, which are the lean-tos, and then he has to pour the 40 by 40, like the inside part, and then after that, we're not doing all the like for the outside part. We'll do the outside part maybe like a week after that, so then we'll have, you know, both parts of it done. But he just needs to get the inside concrete done, because that is the the most important part, is getting the inside complete. So then, you know, he's able to cut the concrete and then we can get going with the next steps. I am just so ready. And oh, also our septic guy called me back today, and so he's going to be ordering what he needs. So that's going to be ordered, and then hopefully that'll come within a week, and then hopefully next week we can get started on the septic. So next week will be electric and septic, but also next week we close on our house, and then also for next week I'll be ordering the stuff for the kitchen. So after the concrete's poured, I will go and order the cabinets, the countertops, and we'll get our appliances in so that we can start with the electric. Just start getting, you know, more stuff going, because there's just so much that we have to do, and there's so much going on at once, especially for the timeline that we want to be in. So hopefully you guys, in less than 3 weeks, we'll be out there. 2 to 3 weeks. It's not gonna be more than 3 weeks. I cannot. It needs to be less than that. It needs to be less than 3 weeks. And the reason being, so we have time to be in the barn, and, you know, so we can move out, get our own space back, and kind of get like used to a new setting, like our new life out there before we go on vacation. This vacation has been planned for a year now. We paid for it a year ago, and we have money set aside for the dog sitter, and then also for, you know, just the vacation in general. Like, we've had this plan for so long, way before we even bought the property. And so, you know, like, we already said we were doing this. We're going on vacation with family, and we're all like in one house together. So, you know, you can't really back out on your commitment. And plus, like, we need a vacation after all of this stress and everything that we've just been doing. Like, we definitely need to go on vacation. Like I said, it's been a really long time. The kids are looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. It's down south with the beach. I am extremely excited to go on vacation because, like I said, you know, we've planned for this for over a year now. It'd be really shitty of us to, like, not do it. And the dogs, like I said, are gonna be well taken care of, because the dog sitter is coming to the barn. It was coming to our old house, but she's coming to the barn, and she'll be staying at our barn, our house, for a week, taking care of all 3 dogs, which is going to be great. So then we won't have to worry about them. We know they're going to have lots of attention, and I know who they are. They are a relative of another relative of ours, if that makes sense. And so I feel very comfortable with her, and I just know the dogs are going to be in great care. But that's why we've been like kind of on a rush with the process, because we need somewhere for the dog sitter to come to watch the dogs while we are on vacation. Honestly, that's part of like the whole process, and why we've rushed everything, is so then, you know, we are still able to go on this vacation, and then the dogs are being watched. Because here's the thing, I called a local place, like where I could take the dog. I called 3 different ones. I didn't feel comfortable with any of them, especially because I told them, like, you know, I have a female, she has not had her first heat yet, I don't know when she will come in her first heat. I said, you know, like, I want to make sure she's going to be guaranteed to, like, be fine, like, no one's going to impregnate her. And 2 of them said they couldn't guarantee that, which really scares me, because I'm like, I'm going to be really mad if my Bernese Mountain Dog puppy gets pregnant by, you know, like a random Chihuahua or something. I know that's really extreme, but I'm going to be really sorry. My hair keeps blowing in my mouth. It's driving me crazy while I'm driving. But I'm going to be very upset if this happens, and I just didn't feel comfortable with it. The prices were insane, and let me tell you what, having this dog sitter come and watch the dogs is significantly cheaper than taking them to a boarding facility. I'm not kidding. Plus, they're going to be in their new normal space. They're going to have somebody with them. They're all going to be together, and they're not going to have the stress of like us dropping them off somewhere and them being somewhere different that they've never been, and just going, you know what I mean, and then being around other dogs. It's just gonna be a very stressful situation for them for that time, and then they would all have to be separated, and I don't like that. I don't want them to be separated. I don't want them to suffer. I don't want them to be miserable. And so I think it's just really important, you know, that this happens. And this worked out perfectly. Like I said, it is a lot cheaper having a dog sitter. I'm serious, you guys. A lot cheaper than boarding the dog somewhere. And I also feel a lot more comfortable, and I know that they're going to be safe, and they're gonna be happy. I really appreciate you guys, you know, sticking along through the process, listening to my ranting and all of the steps. But when I was out there at the property, when the kids were playing, they've made a lot of progress, you guys. Like, they're kicking ass, okay? I've had a couple people ask, like, who is doing our barn, and it is my cousin and his company. But right now, the only people working on the barn is him and his co-owner. And so it's 2 guys. This is day 14. And for 2 guys, they are doing so good, you guys. Like, it looks amazing. They're moving fast. Like, it's looking great. I am so happy and impressed. So I just wanted to kind of like clear that up. Like, it's 2 guys working on this barn, and they are doing a phenomenal job. Like, so good. Okay, you guys, we just finished up at the property. We had some family time, some play time. That is, sorry, babe. We had some family and play time, and that is day 14 of the pole barn progress. It is very exciting. We have so much going on, so much to come, and I don't know if I said this, but the inspection for the plumbing did go well. It did pass, which is amazing. So plumbing is checkmark done for the underground, and then, you know, have to be inspected again, like for the, you know, once the concrete's poured. But it's looking so good out here, and I am, oh my gosh, it's really coming along, you guys. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys would like to see more, and I will see you in my next video.